Okay, I need to pop out my character sheet so that she's not in the way.
Okay. I'm about to swap transition, so just let me know if you're ready if you want to go. Okay.
All right,
Yes. All right.
okay. All right, here we go in. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to a Fractured Anima, Chronicles of Darkness role-playing game. Tonight, we are going to be playing, again, in Lizelli's awesome cyberpunk twist on the Chronicles of Darkness game, which we've been having a ton of fun with. And see, to start us off, let's go across and talk about who we are playing tonight. So starting with Lycian, what's your character?
Hello, I play Alexander, Alex, which is a grad student, and he's wondering whether he is actually doing the right thing by staying with you guys at this point. But, well, we'll figure it out.
And I am playing Amber Reynolds, who is a ex-con woman who just got out of prison and is trying to go straight. And Noah?
I'm playing as Husky, who is an ex-field surgeon turned into a PI, and yeah, shit is going down right now, and he is not gonna like where this is going.
And then we have Arthur Pouch.
All right. I play Johnny Locke, who is an active detective who is currently working as a PI investigator, and he right now is shit's about to get real, and he's gonna go in serious mode because he just lost or allegedly lost his captain, who he looks up to as a mentor.
Which was one hell of a cliffhanger for last week.
Yes.
And our last player, Mark, is not with us anymore. He's decided not to play, so we're not going to have him tonight. And as for that, let's see. Last thing to mention before we start is, as always, we use the X card. So if anyone gets too uncomfortable, just flash your X card, do this, type X in chat, whatever. And we will always stop to be sure, because mental health is more important. Mental health and safety is always more important than gaming. So without further ado, let's get down to gaming. Luz, take us away.
All right. So, I guess I'll do a very, very brief recap.
Yeah, because you said it once before.
Yeah, I'll do it really quickly, just so we have chronology. You guys did a little trap to try and see who is tracing you. You guys being Hesky and Johnny. You planted a bunch of phones around town and made a call to the Sarge in the hopes that if anybody is tracking you, you can figure out who it is. We
made a phone call to the captain.
Yeah. You left Keen. There, I got his name. You left Keen and Ruby behind, as it were, to watch incognito to see who it was that might be following you. When you had this conversation, it didn't quite go your way. From what you heard, a gunshot went off on his end of the line, and right after that, you get a maybe not unusual, but certainly unexpected text from Alex to both of your phones. I believe you're still calling with Johnny's phone, right? So it's probably just a little alert while you're still on the line. But Alex, you want to tell us what this text reads?
Well, it's pretty much say that there is someone probably flying outside of my place, so maybe don't come here, or maybe come and be careful. I don't know. Something like that. You can feel the anxiety just by reading the text.
Okay, cool. So both of you get that at once, right?
Yes.
Hesky, your phone right after, because you were on speakerphone with Johnny and like sitting next to him in the car, waiting for this whole thing to go down. I think already driving your route to make sure that you make your escape, right?
Mhm.
Um, your phone, after you get that text from Alex, um, it starts to sputter a little bit and the screen starts to flicker a little bit, right? Kind of like if you dropped your phone sort of and like the screen got cracked, little zones of it are going dead,
Oh, so like what
right?
I do to my
It's
phone
not
with something deal.
fully that way, but it's just kind of weirdly starting to take shape. Meanwhile, for both Johnny and Heskey, on the other end of the line, there is an eerie silence after that gunshot, right? There isn't really much to be said. Um, you heard the gunshot, you heard a thud, and then you can hear kind of a shuffling, right? But given like the extreme violence of that moment, it feels very mute and minute by comparison. So, um,
Sorry,
as
wrong
that
time to
happens,
laugh.
that's all right. As that happens, you get the other end of the phone. You hear finally somebody like pick up, right? You can hear it like being shuffled,
Yeah.
and you get a. I believe the name was Johnny. Yes.
To you, it's Jonathan Locke.
I see. Mr. Locke, I think it is time that you come in. Uh, I think it is past time that you. Unfortunately, things have gone a way that I don't think anyone wants, but it is the way it is. Yeah. So let us make it rather simple.
Hmm.
You come in 2 hours, and nothing like this has to happen again. You choose not to come in within the 2 hours, and we will hunt you
I'm already being
everything we
hunted.
have.
Well, let me just say this. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I might come in. I might not. But listen here, you little piss pot. We'll see. All right.
Mr. Locke, I believe this animosity will not do you any good. You are only setting yourself up for failure.
Talk. That's
Is this
my.
really the tact you want to take?
That's my entire life. All right. A life full of failure and misery.
So, if that is the case, if that is the story of your life, I urge you to break the cycle. You are running for no reason. You do not even know why you run. You see, we can be reasonable.
Reasonable. You
We
just killed a
urge you.
man.
Well, that is more in your hands, you see. So I will make you a very reasonable deal. Yeah? Come in, and no one else has to die. I cannot guarantee your life. If I were to do so, that would be dishonest of me. I can guarantee, however, that the others you care for in your life, they will not be harmed. We are only interested in you for now. And provided what you have to tell us, we may in fact only ever be interested in you.
Hmm.
So that is your choice. Protect the ones you love, the ones who are with you this night, I assume. Or we open the books on all of you. Please do make the sensible choice, you understand? Is there perhaps something I can offer you, Mr. Locke, to entice you to make this happen?
Hmm. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I want in order to entice me to sweeten the little deal. We'll see.
Mr. Locke, you don't seem to understand. This is the time to let me know. You see, after this time, after this phone call, that will not be the time. After that, the clock is running, and either you are already on your way in, or you are already on your way running. So what will it be?
All that really fully matters is the safety of people that I truly care about.
Good, good. That is a very responsible decision, sir. In which case, again, come in. That is a thing that we can work with. Yeah? If that is what you are interested in, that is what you want us to help you with, then come in. We will give you a place, and you tell us where you are, and we can make it easy.
I'll come on my own accord.
That is problematic, sir.
Yeah, but you said I
do
have
not
2
advise
hours.
you. You do. We are giving you the benefit of the doubt, perhaps putting whatever affairs into order you must. Yeah,
Yeah,
but no more than 2.
we'll see. Okay. Anyway. Ciao.
Is that you hanging up?
Yeah. I literally get the fight. I was like, no more. Ciao.
Okay. Cool.
For the first, I'll say this right now. Since only Hesky knows this, since Hesky actually has worked with Johnny, for the first time ever, in I don't know how many years, you see Johnny's personality shift to prior to him drinking heavily. Like, this is a personality you wanted to see in a long time. But the fact that it had to come out like this is like, oh boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Like Hesky's been listening and he's already like slumping down his like seat while he's driving. He's like, "Yep, this is not gonna end good. This kid's gonna need some help, man. Unfortunately, it's gonna come down to either someone else or me. And honestly, I prefer that it will be me. The part
As
of him
you
feels like it's not him, but another side's like, who else gonna help this man?
as you say that you would prefer it to be you, right? Like, or thinking it, I should say, in your head. That phone that's kind of been blinking out and is weird, right? The screen finally resolves completely. Like, instead of having your like homepage wallpaper type of thing, right? Like, if I recall, all y'all have burners except for Alex, who's the only one who has like a decentish phone. So you just have like a pretty. Usually, your phone is a stock thing with like a little battery indicator in the top right corner, and like your cell coverage indicator. All that is white, right? All that is gone. The usual like HUD GUI interface, all gone. Instead, you just get a scrolling text that says you're driving, right?
Yes.
Do you type it or just say it?
Yeah, he picks up the phone and then just types it while looking at the screen, like the street. So he's
Yeah,
like,
I
"Yeah,
was just curious if he just like in confusion just vocalizes it, or if he's just like okay, and then actually types it out.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do my intro. I'll be right back. So continue talking. Be right back.
okay."
Wow. Okay. That was one way to introduce everything. Hello, my little marshmallows, and welcome back to Fractured Anima. We're just gonna jump straight into it. There's a not. I forgot to do an intro. Yeah. But we're just gonna jump straight into it. There's a lot that can be said. Johnny is now like on the verge of like, I am going to break someone with these hands if I have to. But yeah, let's go right in.
We'll have some time. It is. Do you prefer detective or simply Mister? I know your detective days are long past. This is all like scrolling at the speed that you can read it. It is bizarre that it's almost like
Psychic link.
I was gonna say it's like it can read your eye movements and it goes at your speed, right?
Okay.
It's very unusual.
Yeah. Also, during
Yeah.
during like the few seconds, what did I miss? Like what was said, or like what did everyone say?
Right now, all you can see is Hesky is looking at his phone and driving.
Hesky.
I'll tell you what. Do you think how cognizant do you think Johnny would be? Like his captain just died. Is he still kind of dealing with that, or
No,
has that snapped him into focus?
He's not focused. It's like if you actually looked at him, you just see his whiskey, and he's just like pouring it out the door.
Okay, Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you're just watching Heskey drive and kind of looking at his phone. So yes, the question being, do you prefer Mister or Detective?
He's gonna text detective.
Well, Detective Hidayat, it is a pleasure to meet you, but our time is running very, very short. I'm afraid I can't keep this up for too long, but I can ensure that you will be safe. Now, it's and you can these like little what you would expect are people taking their time. They're filled up by text on the phone as like dot 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 until more text appears, right? Almost so that you can like see this like process happening. It is a bit gauche to offer one's help and then ask for something in return, but I'm afraid that is my situation. I have a friend, and she needs your help. You can count on me to get you somewhere safe. Can I count on you to help my friend? Turn right.
He turned right, and once he did, he responded with yes.
Good. I will see you through this. And when the time is right, I will let you know. Please,
Oh,
help
one
her.
more thing. Can you assure my brother's safety? Assuming that you know that I have a brother.
No, sir, I cannot. I am not in a position to be able to do so. I can assure you that I will help you as best I can in any way that I can, but to say so would be a lie, and I have no intention of doing so.
Oi, Heskey, who's the bloody wanker you're talking to on the phone?
I'll explain in a minute. And
Alright.
he's gonna respond with, and then to the phone, he's gonna respond with, in that case, I shall help you. What do you need me to do?
Not now. Now, get away. And yeah, just periodically you're getting updates. As you are getting updates though, that like again that thing where I said like the phone screen dead zones, they're starting to
Mm-hmm.
show back up, right? So you can get a sense that there's like whatever this is, it's starting to lose control. All
Mm-hmm.
right, but it does eventually lead you out safe. Um, yeah, Johnny, you would get a text from Ruby letting you know to pick them up, right? Um, they in a very quick message, she basically lets you know we're fine, but we had to bail. Uh, it's really bad, but we're okay.
I don't
Come
even
with us
read
from
it.
here.
I just because
Yeah.
Johnny's eyes
All
are
right.
like still like dead. They're like so he just looks at Heskey and just does this.
All right. Guess we're
Okay.
going.
So after you've gone and picked them up, because you know you've made your way out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really, all I want to know, I will get back to it, but all I want to know for now is where are you headed? What's the play?
I want
Do you have any idea, or do
I
you
want
guys
to
need
I
some time to talk it out?
if we're being watched, like they know we're driving, or whoever knows it, if like the people that are after me knows that we're driving, I want to write in the cameras, like again, fuck off.
I, that's fine, but you have no way of knowing one way or the other. It's really what it comes down to. So my question is, once you have collected your group as much as possible, do you guys think you would find some place to talk out what the hell to do next, or
we're
do you have
gonna
a clear idea of what you're
we're
gonna do
gonna
next?
I'm gonna like I asked us, yo, is there a place that's basically a dead zone that we not even the smartest satellite can find us because it's a dead zone?
It's gonna be far from here, that's for sure. But again, we're not in full team. We still have Alex and we still have Alex and Amber somewhere. We need to pick them up first.
All right, pass by a bridge though.
Yeah, okay.
Did you guys get a message from Alex?
Oh yeah, about that message. Let's see.
No,
You guys
Johnny.
did get a very
Johnny.
nervous message from
Johnny
Alex.
writes it like he takes it and then he takes out his notebook, writes it in his like the evidence notebook that you take evidence in, and then he's like, all right, do we pass by the bridge?
We passed by the bridge.
Give me your phone.
Nope, I'm not gonna.
Give me the burner phone.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna chuck
You're
it
gonna
out.
chuck it out?
Yep.
Not now.
Fine.
Not now.
Chuck. He just
You
chucks
can
his.
chuck yours.
He just chucks his own burner phone out the window, into the water.
I assume last session you guys buy new burner phones.
We did. We bought like a
Yeah, we
set.
did. It's just that Hesky is convinced that his burner phone might lead him to get in contact with this other person. But yeah,
So
that's what he's thinking. So,
so
he's
basically,
keeping that.
as Hesky drives, like what we just said, Hesky as we drive, Johnny just chucks his burner phone out the window into the water.
Okay. So, Amber and Alex. When last we left you guys, you saw somebody unusual floating around the exterior of this apartment, several floors up, right? You sent off a text message, and I believe the two of you had decided to kind of bunker down Lux's bedroom with a gun drawn and the curtains drawn, like shut, and basically doing your best last stand at the Alamo kind of impersonation as you guys are just waiting. What do you guys want to do?
I would pretty much just stay like that because I don't really know what else to do at this point except for the two of them to just stay vigil, watchful.
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
Um,
Go ahead.
well, I was actually just gonna say, what about Alex?
Oh, Alex is waiting for answer to his messages. He sent a lot of messages to, like majority to Matteo, two for the Hesky and Johnny, and so far he didn't get any message back. He's like,
I would say about 30 minutes of very tense waiting, right? You do get a text from Mateo that's like, Jesus, are you okay? I woke up to a lot of messages. Are you okay?
yeah, it's totally perfect. Just in case, like if anything happens, is there a place I can stay?
At which point your phone rings. So I need you to tell me a little bit about Mateo, right? We've talked about him. We know that he is your good friend. But to begin with, give me a physical description of this guy. What are we looking at?
Well, I mean, I don't particularly know exactly how to describe him, but if you were to put like the Alexander and Mateo in a certain line, they will be not particularly what you think that they will be in the same category. Like Amber was saying last time that beta male, he's not. He's the other way around.
So he's the other end of the spectrum from
Other end of the spectrum, he's like he pretty much protected him all the way across the
So your guy is the Chad and you're the beta. Got it.
if you just want to categorize like that, you should go ahead. And pretty much, they help each other all the way through the place. And like, again, he is more, taller and like more built than the Alex, pretty much. And
Okay.
what you can say is that, as we already talked, that anytime he feels like he has to, like he's anxious, he always like try to depend on his friends, which is not pretty healthy, but that's what
Sure,
Alex
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you get a phone call from your friend Mateo. I'm assuming you answer immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. Alexander, are you all right, friend?
Of course. I mean, I'm just feeling a little,
mate.
how can I say, anxious.
Right, mate. Look, I have got a series of text messages from you, each one weirder than the last, right? So what I guess I'm trying to figure out is, I don't need you to spare me the truth. Yes, I'm going to ask you again. Are you all right, mate? You need some help.
He looks around. He looks like he he thinks he pretty much say things that if he say yes, he will involve him into this mess. So he's gonna say, "No, I'm okay. I'm just wondering whether you can find me a place that I can stay. I just don't want to stay at my home at this point."
All right. I mean, that's easy enough to solve, friend. Why don't you just come over? All right. No big deal. Come on down. I've got the space. You know that.
Yeah. Can I bring
This-
a friend?
Sure. I suppose.
Okay.
Is something wrong? Is there something wrong with your apartment?
Oh, yes. I feel like there's something in this apartment. Mice, baby. You know, make me feel a little bit anxious. I really don't want to stay at this apartment. Yeah. See you later.
Okay. Can you give me a either manipulation plus deception or presence plus deception? Your choice.
Subterfuge.
Sorry, yeah, subterfuge. Sorry, I've been playing too much Star Wars.
Mm.
Yeah, subterfuge. Hang on a second.
This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna. I'm gonna leave it like this, so you guys can know. Like, imagine who Johnny is. If you guys know who he is, yes, I am.
Yeah, no. Bring your friend around. That's fine. Yeah, just bring your stuff. It's all right, mate. You know where I keep the key, right? So just let yourself in.
Yeah. Thank you. See you around.
Yeah, no problem. You gonna be around for breakfast then? I can make
Oh,
it all a bit brekky.
Well, I don't want to intrude it. I can. We can deal with it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
No,
Yeah.
you're bringing a stranger to me flat. I might as well make breakfast for all of us. Just come down.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Okay. And yeah. Thank you. You know, damn mice. Anyway, bye.
Cool, very cool.
He's gonna turn to Amber and like, maybe we shouldn't stay at this apartment. I have a friend that we can go.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea because I don't really want to be here anymore.
We just need to disguise ourselves, maybe.
Okay. What kind of clothes you got that don't look like what you normally wear?
Well, I might have one from Halloween or something, but it's like it's not exactly something you wear. He goes into his closet and like try to find old stuff. Well, I have this stuff. It is materials, but there's no way I would sew it into this. He's too big, and he's gonna look at the other things and like, oh, maybe this, and he gives you some.
Right. Just scooch over. She goes over and starts going through his closet. She's just gonna pick out something that's looks different than what she's wearing and take it and go to the bathroom, put it on.
Similar. Alexander is also gonna try something more sporty than what he wears usually, and
I love that. That's his version of disguise. It's like, maybe I just dress a little more sporty. That'll do.
like hoodie.
Yeah.
I never wear hoodies outside. Here you go.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, you guys come up with whatever disguises you got. Go ahead and roll me a. I can see this done in oh so many different ways. So I'll give you some options for skills you can use, and then some options for attributes you can use. I really think it's up to you. One, you could make it an issue of crafting, where you to make some alterations with whatever clothes that you have, right? So that's one way you can do it. The other could be more based around stealth in terms of just taking a bunch of nondescript clothing and using it to augment your ability to just kind of pass through crowds unnoticed, right? The third would be a function of subterfuge, which is more like sending a different kind of message with your clothing, right? So that's what the 3 different skills you'd be using would represent. As far as as far as attributes go, I would assume it can be more often than not, it would be manipulation. There's an argument to be made for presence in terms of downplaying who you are and trying to give off an impersonation of somebody else. And last but not least, I could see an argument for dex, but that would really be more the hiding in plain sight type of usage. So that would be more associated with stealth than the other.
Alex will
So
try
yeah,
to. Alex will try to go for like a look more sporty and like he's trying go to gym or something, whatever. So he's gonna look and someone else other than. So I'm gonna go for manipulation subterfuge again.
Sounds good.
Any modifier?
No. Amber?
I'm laughing because Amber is going in there and putting on like his nice dress-up shirt and pants so that she can look like fancier. So it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
So yeah, she like gets all dressed up and fixes her hair and everything and comes out looking like she's ready to go. Like,
You try to look like a young professional. Is that the notion?
and that's like the total opposite of what he's doing. Hey, she manages to look like it.
Cool. Very cool. So yeah, you guys steal out of the apartment and make your way. Does Alex have a vehicle? I don't recall. I know you didn't take one last night, but does he actually have one?
Well, I mean, I think I put like let me check. If he has, I don't know, is this place like somewhere you need to have a car always to go around
No,
places?
there's a decent subway system that you can use, and also just other kinds of public
Yeah.
transportation. So not
I think
necessarily.
I think I write cheap car, but I think Alex wouldn't have cheap car because I think he will just use the subway.
Okay.
So I'm gonna recon that and say no, he doesn't have car.
Fair enough. I assume that Mateo is what, 15 minutes away, maybe 20 minutes away, based on
I
whatever
assume so. He's
regular mode of transportation.
15 to 30 or something like that most.
Or, I mean, this is up to you because it is your friend. Or is it the situation where like I've done this before in real life, by the way, where you got part of the reason you got the apartment was because your friend was like 2 blocks down the street. So you're like, yeah, I could just walk like 5 minutes and I'll be there. Is that what happened?
I think he's living in the college. The housing they give. So they don't have. He don't have too much choice, but it is. He still choose the closest one he can choose. So he's
Okay.
like maybe walk by 10 minutes or 15 minutes, maybe something like that. He's not
Well, yeah.
2 blocks away, but
Yeah. Okay. So yes. Yeah. Do you walk? Do you take the subway? What do you do?
well, we should probably don't go directly and walk somewhere. Then I don't know what to do in this situation. He looks at the Amber. Amber?
As you shake.
I know. So we're basically deciding whether or not to walk.
I'm
like take a
thinking what kind of
circuitous route or head there straight away was his question.
I don't know. I think I'd rather get there as quick as possible, but at the same time, if the guy follows us, that doesn't do us much good, does it?
Okay, let's check. Let's get some detours. We're just gonna go a little bit far away from direct route, but go as fast as we can, pretty much.
I mean, so this is like we the reason I established what the time it would take to get there is what I want to know then is if you're taking a detour, how much extra time are you putting on the travel, right?
If it's like 15, 10 minutes more, let's say.
Okay.
Something like that.
Cool. So yeah, you take take the scenic route, as it were, go a few extra blocks out of your way, that kind of thing. If you both like, you can give me wits plus composure, because I imagine both of you are fairly paranoid, trying to keep an eye out.
Yeah. And I
Actually,
also
she's not going to be paranoid trying to keep an eye out. She's going to do that thing that you do when you're walking in a city at like late at night and you don't want people to mess with you, and instead look like straight ahead, purposeful, know what I'm doing, giving off that I'm not a target feeling.
Okay, yeah, then don't make the wits plus composure.
he is totally paranoid. He's like looking around all the way. Uh,
So
this
you
is
make yourself a mark.
This is perception, I
Yeah, it's
assume.
wits plus.
Okay. I get trained observant feat, so I'm gonna do it 9 again.
Very cool.
Okay.
2 successes, yeah. As you're making your way to your friend's house, so far so good. Nobody taking note of you that any more than what you would usually expect, right?
I also text Johnny and Hesky about, we are going to a friend, so don't come to my place. It's compromise, maybe?
Do you give them his address?
No.
Just wanted to confirm. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys make it to Mateo's apartment. Um, does he live in off-campus housing, or he is also on university housing, just a different
I assume
sector?
off campus. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, let's establish some things. I know you said Mateo is a foreign friend, like you.
Mm-hmm.
So
But is he more established in the Philadelphia sector?
I can
Like, has he
explain.
been here longer?
I can explain. So basically, is Mateo like commuting? Like he is in his own place and he's just driving back and
Oh,
forth.
he is not grad student. He is working at certain job that he doesn't talk too much.
No, but is
Oh,
he
okay.
like commuting? Is he like commuting as in like he doesn't have a dormitory, but he
No,
still
he
Oh
has
no,
a
goes
home.
to.
he's not a
He has a
student.
home.
So yeah, he
He's
would
not a
have.
student. He's like an because Alexander is grad student. He after the university, let's say, he actually go to the PhD.
Okay.
Matteo didn't. So
Okay.
he got into the work.
Okay. Has he been in Philly longer than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So he's probably fairly established. Is he the kind of dude to find a house, or would he prefer like a condo apartment type situation?
I leave that up to you, to be honest. It give that
Okay,
make a surprise.
sure. Yeah. Then I'll go with my vision of Mateo.
Yeah.
It's a nice high rise. He lives on the 20th floor. It's an elevator building. It's beautiful. It's 2 steps down from the top. I think part of maybe one of the things you like about Mateo is the boy is ballin', but he never really gives off that vibe. He's very down to earth in the way he presents himself. But for you, Amber, this is a nice ass building. This is a really nice building that this guy lives in. And it's not quite
Okay.
Ojo Otaku's place with like doormen and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's still a very nice building. Very clean, has a nice modern aesthetic to it.
Hmm.
And as ride up the elevator and knock on the door, you can see that it has the remnants of a Halloween decorations. Like he never took them down, right? So there's like still a little bit of that fake spider web and like a little pumpkin type thing. But yeah, knock on the door and you can hear him inside. Be like, right, it's open, bruv. Just come on in. um,
Okay.
for my edification, did the two of you even really pack anything other than disguises?
I
Or
took
did-
I have like my stuff, my backpack that I took with me.
yeah.
He didn't. He's like, this is so normal to him. It's like, he.
Cool. So it's the new clothes that you put on, and maybe like your phone and like whatever regular stuff you carried. Not what I mean is you didn't pack like clothes for like a week or anything. No.
No.
Okay.
He's like,
All right.
just
Very
give me
cool.
something to, he's not
Yeah,
gonna even bother.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Step inside. It's a nice place. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. with 2 baths. It's got a nice spacious kitchen, sunken living room. It has a nice balcony that overlooks a fair swath of the city, right? And as you guys come in, he's making breakfast, like you said. He's got some eggs going, got some waffles going, um, just generally nice decor, nice food. He's like, "Oh, right, good. I'm glad you made it. So everything is all right, yeah." And he goes in to give you a hug, basically, right?
Yeah, he pretty much like normal hug in a way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, everything's perfect.
And well, this must be your friend.
Yes, Amber.
Hi.
We are
Friend.
You can
helping.
demonstrate himself a little bit. I had no idea you'd be bringing a lovely young lady here. Pleasure to meet you, Miss Amber. I am Mateo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Please make yourselves at home. As I understand it, a little bit of an infestation problem at home, yeah?
You could say that.
Yes. Mice, flying cockroaches, that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's eat.
No. Yeah, make yourselves at home. I got almost everything ready. You said mice, cockroaches. Tell me, mate. As far as I know, the building has been cleaned. What's going on? Did somebody leave something out?
Probably. Honestly, we don't really see it. We just hear the noise, and I didn't able to sleep because of the noise. A little bit anxious. I'm. Yeah.
Sure.
It's certainly nothing important. Sorry for sending so many mails, and he goes and on and on and on.
Okay, cool. And Amber, yeah. How do you two know each other? And he gives you a wink, Alex. Like, good job.
Um, he's like, she's my associate. We are working together.
Yeah.
Console.
Co-workers.
Yes.
You anthropologist as well. I don't think I've ever seen you around the university.
No.
She does
Not that
more
kind of
field work. Yeah.
Field work.
Yeah.
What kind of field work do you do? I mean, I don't know too much, but from what I understand, my lad here studies long dead things, so I guess I'm a bit surprised. What kind of field work is there in Philly?
Hunt ghosts.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Your face. Oh, that was great. No, just, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Generally, go around with this guy and a couple other guys that are all working on different kinds of investigations, and I'm just kind of one of the people that's really good at
Oh, these are
helping.
so good. These are so good. And he interjects on like.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you
Amber,
like
why
it.
don't you try them?
I made him with you in mind, right? But I'm very interested. So there's more than just you. There's Alex. You never told me you had an entire group with you on this. You were investigating. What's there to investigate?
Stuff. The ghost and stuff. That people are having.
Mate. I love hearing from you. But when there's a beautiful lady about, it's best to hear it from her. It just adds sweetness to the whole thing.
Yes, of course.
Oh, so you guys known each other a long time, huh?
Oh, me and Alex, quite a while. What, going on almost 5-10 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sweet. How'd you meet?
7 years, 9 months, and 10 days, but.
How did we meet? Well, I think Alex is better at telling that story than I am. That's me, the GM, saying I don't fucking know.
We'll talk about that later. That's me saying
Really?
that I didn't think of it yet.
Really, like, so like, you guys been friends a really long time, and
Improvise.
live close to each other, and you guys ever do any of this kind of work together, or just?
Oh yeah, he sometimes asks me about this cop stuff. He's very interested in those kind of stuff, aren't you?
I must profess, I do have a bit of an interest. Always have. I don't know if you've ever seen. It's a very old film. Oh boy, it's Army of Darkness was the third one.
Oh yeah, The Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, yes, thank you. Right,
Yeah.
I saw Evil Dead when I was young, and they've got this great bit with the Necronomicon, and I heard it, and I was like, well, that is very interesting. Got to start looking into it,
Like
and the whole thing just fascinated me.
Nocta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it sparked an interest at that point. I guess you could say I was done for. I do have, like I said, it's a hobby. It's perhaps a bit unusual, but it's one I like. So you're hunting with him. What are you hunting?
He glances at him. Yeah, what are we hunting, huh?
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
I figured ghosts, but it must have been something big to bring you here. Yeah.
Well, you see, earlier tonight, we ran into this guy's looking for a specific ghost, okay? The ghost of his wife. And we go to this guy's apartment. And when we get there, this guy is just like completely freaked out, right?
He's like, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that.
He's just completely freaked out because the room's all cold and dark and the lights aren't working. So we get out our equipment and we check around and we find all these cold
Equipment.
spots. So she's bullshitting, just like, going straight through the description of what happens if you find a ghost.
Yeah. Give me manipulation plus subterfuge.
You just need to beat 2. Go ahead.
Interesting. So, as you are bullshitting, right? You guys are eating breakfast, talking, getting to know one another. The TV has been on in the background, which for him is a small segment of his wall that is just kind of playing stuff, right?
I should so
And
have called the extra die on that one for striking looks, considering his reaction.
Is it just one extra die? If you want, you can roll it.
Yeah, it's one extra die.
There should be. If you do simple roll, you can just do a singular die, and you can just add that to if it's a success, right?
Okay, cool. Die. Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, you actually beat.
So yeah, while you guys are talking and getting to know one another and that kind of stuff, Alex and Amber, both of you spot this as there is in the background, like I said, TV is on mute, but it's just kind of playing. In the background, you can see that there is a news item of a decorated police captain found dead. The police department is looking for an individual. They say that they do have a suspect, and you can see grainy footage of a man matching Johnny's description, executing the police captain in a back alleyway, right? And you can see this like picture that's like, this is the guy we're looking for, in connection with this, right? And it says his name is Officer John Locke.
Yeah, after that, John Locke is like, he was actually eating something.
No. So it would be like Detective Jonathan Locke. That's
Yeah.
my full title.
Yeah.
There we go, Detective Jonathan Locke. Yeah.
It's like he was actually eating. Alex was eating something when he heard like a Jonathan like. Yeah, I think I need to get something to drink. he's gonna grab his phone, go to the thing, and like Santa Hesky, WTF, what's going on? Did you guys kill a person?
Okay. I think that's an excellent spot to take a quick break because I keep getting this work phone call. So give me 5 and we'll get back.
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Just chill out
Sorry,
and hang with us. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. I just got framed for murder. I just got framed for murder. No, so here's the thing. Okay. Shay. So Shay. Actually, hold up. I'm just like talk to my audience real quick. So yeah. Okay. So, actually, I have to go back to live real quick. Not that one. Okay, so guys, what happened is that a lot has happened like in the previous campaign. Actually, you know what? Let me actually set something up so I can actually just talk to you like personally. Okay, right. I was muted. Anyway, am I muted right now? No. Anyway, so what happened was that in the previous stream that we found 2 bodies. Refresh my brain who they were. The 2 bodies we found. Okay, we found 2 bodies. One was Iryutaku and Dasher. Basically, those 2 bodies were in a sense dead. And when we basically did our investigation, everything was going fine. But I found something in the first body that we uncovered. Then, as we were going to the second body, I got an urgent. So hold up. So I got on the way to the second body. I got a phone call saying, "Hey, yo, there's a street violence, and and I have to do a lot of other stuff." And so there's a violence going on. There's fighting, and there's like all that stuff. We arrived onto the scene, and there's a street brawl happening. And usually, when it comes to a police officer, we don't shoot. Like, we don't shoot into the crowds at all, because you're never supposed to do that. I learned this like a while back, like back in 2015. when I did my police academy training. So during that time, we actually had to. I shot up into the sky, so my bullet is not harmed or anything, and then that dispersed the crowd. A lot of stuff has happened since then. I'll explain on the way, but yeah, in a sense, like as almost towards the closing point of the stream, I got a phone call along with Hesky, who's we both got a phone call from we both made the phone call to the captain, and in a sense, I was basically said, hey, come into the station. You have to do something. You have to basically explain yourselves. And I knew that something was up, and so did Hesky, I believe. So we were kind of like dancing around to see what we can do. And what happened was that the stream ended with the captain dying. And Johnny cannot do anything, only just hear it on the phone. Because he didn't shoot the shot. He didn't shoot him in the back alleyway. The only time he was in the back alleyway was basically trying to disperse the crowd with the warning shot. Other than that, he never fired his gun throughout the entire stream. So, like that's why we're all talking right now, saying, "Oh my God, I've been framed," in a sense. So yeah, it's just I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. I did not expect this way of being framed. God damn it, I've been caught. This kind of got me. But I will explain at the end of the stream what exactly happened, everything that leads up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to being mute.
And welcome back. Let's get back to the game. So go ahead, Liz.
Alrighty. So, I think now would be a good time to cut over to Hesky.
If you get a
and
message.
Johnny.
Robert
You two
Delane.
just got a message from. Sorry, what was that, Amber?
I said Robert Delane. I'm just saying hi to a friend.
Okay.
My awesome pal.
So yes, for Johnny and Hesky, you both received a message
I'll take that.
From,
I'll take that follow DM.
from Alex, and yeah, basically a text from Alex being like, "Did you guys kill somebody? WTF?" Now, there is about an hour's worth of time that is missing. Is there anything important that you guys would have been doing during that hour of time, or just kind of laying low?
We're kind of like, Hesky. So I've basically been talking to Hesky like, what the hell happened? What's on that phone? Luck. And I feel like Ruby. She sees into my eyes, and I think she only noticed this for 1 year, because I said that during my case as private investigator, she was working with me. So she only knows 1 year of experience with this, and so she sees my personality rather than being the drunk. drunkard that I am, that she's been basically getting used to for like, let's say like 7 years in a sense, if like 8 years, because Johnny right now is like how old did I put him as? He's 27, so like five. Let's sorry, not 7 years. He's been like, nah, he's basically it's like a short amount of time. I'm still working with the numbers for
That's
with
okay.
Heskey, so
Let's say about like 3 years or so.
yeah, 3 years or so, because well, so for Johnny, he was literally a prodigy. He worked his way up to detective rank fast. So basically for like 3 years being a private PI, Ruby during those times, during her first year, she only knows his serious side, like his actual detective personality for like 1 year. Ever since then, drunkard. Drunkard. Now, Captain's dead. She sees the detective personality back. Like like all Ruby has to do is just look into his eyes, and then it's like, all right.
So my question is, in this interim of about an hour, did you two basically share everything that you know, including Heskey, with this weird phone call? Like you basically recapped
We
with Ruby and
Yeah.
Keen is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Right? Like so everybody in that car is on the same field then.
Yes, I recapped what my experiences on my phone. During the chat we were basically recapping what happened on Heskey's phone. So now I turn to Ruby saying, "All right, what in bloody hell happened to you? Why did I come out Scottish? What in bloody hell happened to you? All right."
Okay. So it wasn't great. For one, the people that were interested, because you were right, they were. I mean, the minute you said go, it didn't take too long for them to show up.
Great.
How familiar are both of you with private security?
What do you mean? Because I am private security or
Private security, John.
a tad.
I don't know if you've really got too much connection with it.
No, I'll say I say a tad.
Private security are a bit similar to private investigator. Basically, they're hired guns, right? They're hired guards.
Right. This is me as a GM. Yeah, private security is literally somebody who is hired to secure a place, a site, something like that. They are. Oh,
Yeah, Noah disconnected.
no, DC. No.
Oops, he'll probably back soon.
Yeah, but private security is mall cops would be a form of private security, right? But usually when somebody is talking about private security, they mean somebody who's a lot more deadly and worth more money, and paid to guard something very important, right?
Hmm.
So in essence, you could think of them as mercenaries. Like a private investigator, they need licenses and stuff like that to carry and to operate as they do.
I kind of got like around that by becoming an officer in a sense.
You still have to have a license and
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
regardless when you do, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'll say I
It's just
do.
it's more of a question of like a lot of times private security come from military people who were military and then
There it is.
they get brought into a private security firm and then they do security for a corporation or they'll do security for an event or something like that, right?
Yeah. All right.
But like I said, it's also code for mercenary, right? So
All right.
if you want to do some shady shit, you hire a private security firm. Hey, Noah, are you back with us?
Yeah, finally.
Well, this is definitely a
My
cock up.
English.
So right, I was just answering your question. Private security is basically mercenaries. They're people who are hired to protect the place or do some sort of mercenary work, right? So
Yeah,
I'll take it
I
from
was
both your.
I was when I said like they're like private
Security.
guards and all. I was saying that as a character, basically
Oh.
just Heskey going, yeah, they're like remind me they're security guards but like hired, right? They're like hired guns and all that.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Heskey. The reason I was asking is,
Like I
private
said,
security has undergone some changes lately.
great.
I know. Well, I know John doesn't really keep too much on top of it, but for my job, I kind of have to. Well, we saw out there something I didn't even think they had or was ready yet.
What did you
Have
see?
Have you heard of the Centaur patrols? And both of you can make me a science, or it could be politics. I'm trying to see what else might apply. It'll be intelligence, but intelligence plus science or politics or
Firearms.
yeah, or even academics.
I'll
Less
take
so far.
I'll take academics.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
a
take academics.
I'm a use a modifier, so just one modifier.
With what?
I'm gonna use a will.
Oh, it's 3 dice for 1 will point,
Yeah.
so it's +3 for your mod.
Awesome. Two successes.
Is Hesky rolling or no? Oh,
There you go.
he is. 1 success. Okay, cool. Both of you have heard about them. They are something of they were kind of like unveiled very recently, within the last like 4 months or so, as prototype technology. It's effectively a cyborg type creation, right? Drones are a thing that have been around for a while. Various kinds of drones, or basically robot security, have been around for a while. Centaurs, however, are a new fusion of cyborg, of human robot interfacing, right? Basically, it is some people who have volunteered to undergo this bizarre experimentation process where they literally get fused with a drone part, right? So they sacrifice whatever portion of them needs to be done, and they are fused with robot parts, and they are theoretically more effective, and they can report back and work in better groups, and they have almost telepathic near instantaneous communication. All this only matters because the first version of this that was unveiled at like a security expo was what they called what the public called centaur squads. It's literally people fused with the bike, like a motorcycle, right? Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I do have it. Go me. So as you can see there, it's a person whose bottom half has been fused with a all-terrain motor vehicle, right? In this case, specifically a bike, because of the streets of Philly and the way they are. They are not for general use. They were bid on by extremely. This would be more. Johnny would have probably noticed this with the 2 successes. They were bid on by very expensive, by very influential and affluent companies, right? When they were unveiled, it was kind of like a tech demo slash, hey, who wants to buy our tech type deal, right? So you know that there are a lot of very important but very wealthy companies that were bidding on this tech. It's only been like 4 months, but apparently, from what Ruby says, yeah, they had centaur squads. They had an entire. I've never seen it. They had a pack of 4 of them. They zipped in faster than anything I have ever seen. You don't understand, John. I had to grab the kid and we had to roll.
No, it's fine.
They were gonna make us. They were gonna make us crazy hard.
Don't worry about
I
it.
I mean,
Don't
I
worry.
saw that. I had to go.
It's understandable. Centaur Squad. This is a definite cock up.
Remind me again.
No.
Well, no. Hesky just turns to like Johnny and like
So
so sent us car.
so
What?
basically, so in a Centaur Squad is basically, think of it like you got your average police officer in a sense, combined with a robot, and now they're more deadly, more fast, and they will kill you on sight.
Killer machines looking out
Well,
for you.
if they were machines, that'd be easy to beat. Problem is, they're people in there. So all the usual shit that you can do to fool a machine doesn't really work, right?
Yeah.
Hmm, I mean, I'm saying that in hypothetical matter, Ruby. They're literally people. They're
Bef-
literally killing machines in a way, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
There
I
are
mean,
people.
you're not wrong there either. But the
Before
point
before
being, this is somebody who can do this. I don't. There's maybe only a handful of people, but John, those handful of people who can do this to you, if they're looking for you, this is huge.
this is
This is
overkill.
way.
This is some, they're after something that I probably have or have done. Shooting a captain, or let's say shooting a warning shot in a crowd. This is overkill for that. This is some
No, yeah, I don't think they care about that at all. There's
they're
something they think you have, or
and
they
I think I
want
know
from you.
no, I think I know what they want.
Oh, Jiro talk was phone.
No. Fuck. I need a circle.
Was circle.
No, hold up.
It's
Wait, you're
oval,
actually
actually,
looking
no?
for a circle in
It's
real life.
oval. That's what you meant.
It's oval.
John, you just see Johnny opening his coat and he's like, maybe something like this.
Oh my god, that's.
I assume that's the oval weird
Yeah.
letter thing.
Yeah.
Ye. Okay. You. Is that? She, like Ruby doesn't know.
I don't
You
know
can
what
tell she's
I.
just terrified.
I know. Look, I don't know what it is, but in that security camera, I definitely saw something, and something was removed from the dead man's person when he was killed, and that something during the security camera, it was that oval thing. If this is what they're after, they're gonna kill for it.
Okay. If that is the something, they saw the same video you and I saw.
Yeah.
What I mean is, they saw that fight, right? And then they saw you come in after.
Yes, and fire and shooting the warning shot.
Yeah. So, but why are they after you? They saw. You get what I'm saying? They saw the fight, right?
Mhm.
If they're like us, they saw the fight. They saw somebody took something. They also saw that somebody was not you. Then they see you come in after the fact, do whatever you did, right? Not just the firing the gun. They see you doing whatever you did.
Yes.
You leave, and then we saw them come in and do whatever. But whatever it was,
How do they know
why are
it?
they still after you?
I don't know. That's the missing link. Why? How do they know I have it? Who? How? Not only that. Yeah, let's
What
go.
I'm saying is let's work on what we know.
Yes, fine.
They in fact know you don't have it,
Maybe they do.
right? They can't guess that you have it as far as we know, right?
Yes.
As far as we
Yeah.
know
Yes.
right
As
now.
far as we know. Yeah.
They have no reason to guess that you have it.
Yes.
So it's got to be something else.
Yes.
This is just a hunch. Listen to me. This is just a hunch, but they could possibly be technomancer. You know, people. It's like hackers, but they have magicy thingy to let them. You
Keen
know,
is so excited. He's like, sorry, techno what?
technomancer. It's just a hunch. Don't
that a
think
thing?
about stuff. It could be a thing. You know, things happens in real life in the world. All right, Keen. You just you see things.
But they're like,
I don't know.
wait, how'd you describe it again?
They're like they can manipulate technology, and from the text that I got from Alex about you getting framed on TV, let's just say that let's say they can manipulate recordings to make it look like you shot the captain because that happens, right? That the text
I
got
was
in.
gonna say,
Or
I think it's funny if it did. All I want to know is, Alex, did you text Johnny or just Hesky?
I would text Johnny as well, but he threw his phone. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
okay.
didn't know that. You didn't know that.
I texted.
Yeah,
What
you're right.
go?
So it did get texted. Okay, so here's the thing. Hesky's talking whatever. I think, Alex, this is the first time you've heard that you've just been framed for murder in terms of everything, because there's a lot of shit that's been going on, right? And because you don't have your phone, it only came to Hesky as far as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hesky just like check his phone, like, oh, yep. Apparently, someone framed you for a murder. Your captain. Yeah, you were framed someone managed to frame you for murdering your captain. Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, Technomancer exists. That's it. Technomancer exists.
Ruby,
They somehow
you're more.
able to Photoshop a video to make it looks like you're shooting your captain in a back street.
Hesky,
I'm not.
Hesky, I need you to breathe. Okay? Look, I've done Photoshop. Anybody who can do Photoshop doesn't suddenly become a wizard of technology, okay, Hesky?
Look. That I'm not. I haven't seen the video, but if it looks that convincing that the fucking news even approve it without even rechecking, and I know
I
they're
wouldn't say.
checking
I
it, they're
wouldn't.
checking it. They know a lie. They know a
Hesky,
lie.
breathe. You're the one driving.
Right. I'm the one driving. I can't pass out now. We need to get a bed before I pass out for
Yes.
the fucking real.
So here's the thing. I wouldn't say Photoshop. More like video manipulation in a sense. This is
Video Photoshop. Let's just call it that. Right?
manipulation.
Video shop.
Okay.
Ruby's like, you guys, we're getting off track. I don't give a fuck
Right.
what you call it. That's not what's important, okay?
Ruby, can you?
Especially now.
Ruby, here. Can you run some analysis on this?
You want to give her the egg?
Yeah, I give her the egg.
Okay. Yeah, when we get to a fucking place where I can sit still.
Be
yes.
careful with the blood. That's important.
Right, but you don't get it, John. Like, we can't. Do we go back to the office? Is
No.
that a risk?
No.
So where am I gonna do analysis on it? Like I said, you get me a place, you get me equipment, I can do it.
Okay. We could stop by the university. They should have a science center in there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what's our plan now, Johnny?
We need to analyze this egg. Otherwise, this is gonna like. Otherwise, we're gonna lose this whole thing.
I still need to do a favor for that person. I'm not sure if I can trust him, but if he means us worse, he would have not helped us. But at the same time, I don't.
We need to figure out what we need to do. We need to get her a chemistry set. Otherwise, the plot is lost. Everything is gone. Otherwise, we
Maybe
lost the plot.
maybe Alex can set us up with some chemistry set.
What you think?
He's a college student.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think? He's gonna like best poke an entire chemistry set out of thin air?
Not exactly,
No. But he's a university student.
Yes.
He has a reason to be on campus.
Yes.
He can get me where I need to go.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, look, I know he's a mousy little fellow who's gonna shit his pants the first time he has to tell somebody I belong out there, but that's what Amber is for.
Yeah.
Right? You hook me up with them. He's got the street cred, as it were. Right? He can get me to the right place I need to be. Amber can make sure he doesn't shit the bed on getting me inside. Right? Once I'm in there, I don't know how, but I guess the three of us will buy some time for me to look into this.
Yes.
Okay?
And hey, if they need some more help, I don't know.
This will be sorted.
Never mind.
We'll get this sorted. We'll get this sorted.
I don't know. All I know is right now, John can't be anywhere.
No, I can't.
In fact, and she like stands up and switches places with you in the car, right? She's like, "Get to the back, John."
Well, that's
Get in the car.
well. This is pretty much the closest I ever gotten to Ruby in practically less than 3 seconds.
To what? Sorry, you cut out right.
So I said, well, this is practically the closest I ever gotten to Ruby in less than 3 seconds.
You cut out again.
Yeah, right at that, right at the
It's the
exact
same
moment.
place.
Okay, I said
That-
this has been the closest I've ever gotten with Ruby
That was the part. Then I heard 3
Yeah,
seconds
that
after
was
that.
yeah.
in less than 3 seconds.
Because it was the with Ruby part that kept cutting out.
Oh my god!
So,
Oddly enough.
I'm assuming you let her manhandle you into the back, right?
Sure.
I mean, unless you fight it.
No,
Like
I'm
she's
not.
just trying to keep you. Yeah.
No. It's like I'm not fighting it because she knows what's best.
She takes off her jacket, throws it over your head. It's like your laundry, as far as anybody is concerned. Hunch down. Don't let anybody see you. Yeah, exactly that. All right.
All right,
All right,
Ruby.
Hesky.
Ruby, luckily for you, you know your onions.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hesky, just get
Yeah.
us to Alex. I don't care what you have to do. Just get us to Alex.
Give me the phone. You can't be texting and driving.
He's not wrong. I lost now for a second. In the meantime, for you two, you just saw this exciting news report. Both Alex and Amber. Mateo might have seen it, might not, but honestly, he has no reason to give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So while you guys have seen this, he's still just kind of continuing the conversation, asking you guys about your work, what you're doing. For you, Amber, he is actually very interested in all this ghost business, right? Even though you're bullshitting with the knowledge that you learned, right, from your night of research and whatever, he is very what's the word I'm looking for? He's very insightful, right? He's not asking dumb questions. He's taking what you're telling him and actually thinking about it and asking further questions that, like, of somebody who's actually applying themselves as material. You get the sense that he is trying to learn as much as he can with you in this regard about the whole thing. But yeah, you did both see this little news clip when it happened. So what's up? What do you guys want to do?
She kind of glances at Alex, like, "Did you see that?" And
Alex is like, keep talking to Matthew. I'm texting them. Like he just like nods.